Yeah. So number 4. Now this is where this is where everybody be like, da 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 da. So yeah, number 4 would be Busy Bone, BB Gambini. Um, everybody know. I mean, you know who Busy Bone is. Everybody knows who Busy is. They hear the stories. They know this, that, and the third. Why Busy would be number 4 for me is because, of course, the contributions to Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know that's my favorite group. So if we ever do a group one, spoiler, that would be my number 1, of course. But Busy gets on the track and he over delivers a lot. But I watched Busy's growth from when he started to being like one of the first out of the group to actually go independent. Like a lot of people don't know, Flesh went before they were Bone, of course, they did their little independent. But let's count Bone Thugs and Harmony. Flesh went solo first. He had the solo album on Def Jam. He had the song with Rev Run and all that. He had a feature with Montel Jordan back in the day or whatever. But then Busy goes solo next. And after that, Busy was like really doing stuff independently outside of the group, like really pushing the whole independent thing. He got so many songs. So just his work ethic was pretty much close to Pac, but just didn't have that pop. You know what I'm saying? But the way he was pushing out music was crazy. And then when he comes back to the group and does the group albums, he would stand out just because of his tone, right? And a lot of and just like I said with Dre, a lot of niggas don't want to get on the track with Busy Bone. A lot of people will pay to get on the track to say, I worked with Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, or I worked with Crazy Bone, whoever. And you see, they do a lot of work with a lot of independent artists because they're big on, sharing of what they got going on. But a lot of these industry niggas, a lot of industry rappers will not get on a track with these niggas. That's just what it is, which goes into
time. Number 4, Tupac.
Pac. Okay.
What more can I say?
Yeah.
I remember seeing as a little boy, I was on a trip to Louisiana. And I was in Louisiana. We had gone there for the summer, my mom and I just remember we were all watching like BET, MTV, one of them, and the video for Brenda's Got a Baby came on. It touched me, even as a young kid. I hadn't even hit puberty yet. That song I wanted to cry. It just like touched me. And you do not hear hip hop like that anymore, rap music like that anymore. You don't see videos like that anymore. And I remember telling my mom about it and just describing the video in detail to her about how she wanted to put the baby in the trash can. And it was just a wake-up call to just people across America. And I think that it's amazing that a guy that young in his early 20s will write a song. He must have been 20, 21 when that song came out.
I think he was a little younger than that.
He was very young when that song came out.
Right.
And you don't see kids that age making music that anymore.
Well, the story behind that is that actually happened. It's based on a true story. I think he read that in the newspaper. Like that was like a real deal, real thing. And he was like, he felt like, well, especially where it was at in the paper, it's not going to get enough shine. So he literally made the song off of the story that was in the newspaper.
Right. He brought awareness to something that probably happens all the time. And that song wasn't just about a baby. It was about someone who was being molested, someone who was being sex trafficked. It really touched me. And he made a lot of music that touched me, that made me think, that was very inspiring, very encouraging. Keep your head up.
Mm-hmm.
He always put his love for his people in his music. And I just think that he was an amazing artist.